Hello, and thanks for joining me tonight. My name is Mike Tellerino. I'm the CEO of the Forgotten Warrior Memorial. Tonight, we're going to sit here and we're going to talk all about the upcoming events that we have for the memorial. Tonight, we've got our an amazing staff here. We got Dan Ritchie, an executive director of the memorial. We've got Bill Burns, executive director of memorial. And we've got two amazing people that are really organizing this uh, 5K run to where it's just going to be an awesome event. Jen and we got Hugo. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for having
Hugo.
us.
Okay,
Hello.
who wants to go first, Jen or Hugo, to start us off about what we could expect from the 5K
Hugo.
run?
Hugo's been the one handling everything.
All right. Well, first of all, a good outcome, right? That's the biggest thing there. The route. If you haven't looked at the route, it's a very nice scenic route going down I&M Canal. It's hard path. So I think it's going to be a safe path for our runners. We're going to have resources there for our veterans, not just veterans, but their families too. Because the families serve with our veterans as well. So it's important to us that there's some resources there for them as well. Of course, our sponsors, our vendors. We couldn't do this without the help of our sponsors. So obviously they're going to have stuff there. Some may be selling some items. So hopefully,
And
that works for
I
them as well.
I want to interject one thing here
Yep.
before we go
Yep.
any further. Dan Ritchie, as one of our directors,
Yes.
he sponsored the whole event for us. Dan, again, you did
Yeah.
so much for that
Thank you.
memorial already. You did
Appreciate
the
it.
lighting, you did the pavers, and now you sponsored this entire event through your donation. You know, there's not even words that I could tell you are how grateful we are for what you're doing for that memorial to honor our veterans.
Yeah.
There's a lot of companies out there that profess to be and give back to help our veterans. But your company, by far, hands down, I can't even begin how happy and elated we are to have you on board with us and doing what you're doing to honor our veterans. So, Dan, thank you so
I
much, really.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mike. It's like I've said from the first donation when we did the lighting. It's an honor to be part of a great cause. It's a cause that we believe in. L13,
Obviously.
Hmm.
family, my wife, my kids. All of us. We believe in that. We've always donated to soldiers, to whatever we could.
Right.
Um, the success for L13 the last 2 3 years has been astronomical. So what we wanted to do was give back. When Billy and I got together a couple of years ago, as you know, um, I was told about this uh, memorial, and I just think it's a great cause, and it's my pleasure to be part of it and to help sponsor it.
Well, you're doing above and beyond what anybody could expect from any one person or a company like L13. It's just I'm beside myself. I really am. Thank you so much.
You're
Um,
welcome.
and then I'm sorry, Hugo. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just needed to get that out there because
No
it's
worries.
so important that we let people know the people that we have behind us to make this event a total success.
I totally
Absolutely.
agree with you. Because without the support of our sponsors and folks out there who, supporting us from volunteers to even simply as getting the word out, we can't have an
Hmm.
event without our sponsors. We can't have an event with our volunteers, and of course the people there. But it all is one big pie, and I think we're off to a great track. This race here, we got good numbers of runners. I could definitely see us hitting 200 to 300 runners would be nice.
Well,
My belief,
we're almost at 100 now, Hugo.
yeah, I know.
Yep.
And the
So
sponsors are coming in. The runners are signing up every day. I look at the email and I go, "Wow, this is just getting insane."
Yep.
It's going to be an amazing event. So go ahead with the whole mechanics of the run. What
yeah, so like
what
I said, the
people could
route,
expect.
yeah, so like I said, the route is a beautiful route there. Um, so our plan is kicking off at 10 o'clock for the run, 10:20 for the walk. As you know, veterans may have service dogs, so we also wanted to be canine friendly as well. So they want to bring their service dogs. By all means, bring those guys too. We want to see them as well. Of course, we got raffle baskets thanks to our donors and sponsors. That's going to be awesome. We're going to have a 50-50 as well. So, a lot of good stuff to happen there. I'm excited to see the turnout, but we're definitely on the right track to have a successful race. Aside from that, I'll turn it over to Jen and see what she wants to add to this.
Well, this is an event for the whole family, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Runners, walkers, it doesn't matter your pace. You're good. Come on out.
Yep.
And because the way we set the trail up the way that we did, the route, at any time you can turn back around if you feel can't go further. And there's no shame in that. We just want you to come out, enjoy the day. And we're going to have a lot of cool stuff. Like Hugo said, there's going to be cool items for sale. We've got all kinds of local businesses supporting us. And it's just amazing to see the community come together and help us out. So we're really excited.
Like I said, it's such an amazing event because hopefully it'll draw the community who didn't know that the memorial was at the park.
Right.
And let them realize that, hey, this is something to honor not only our veterans, but we want the families of the veterans
100%.
to be honored as well for their loss of their child. I mean, they paid the
Absolutely.
ultimate sacrifice. So by doing it, and that's why it's important that we hold these events, because we need the funding for the upkeep, the maintenance on the memorial, and also for the ceremony, which I'll get into later about what they could expect at a ceremony, just so people who haven't been to one of our amazing ceremonies, because that's what they are, they're truly amazing.
Yeah.
They're a gift to the family that we can't wait to give them, because it's
Exactly.
something that they deserve and should have had a long time ago. So
Agreed.
go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry for interrupting you again.
Oh, no, that's actually a great segue, because I think people do forget that. I was just telling someone the other day that I'm like, I can't imagine if I didn't get my grandpa's flag. Like when he passed away, like I can't imagine us not having that flag in our family for the time that he served. Like it doesn't matter how it ended. They were there and they fought for us, period. And they deserve a flag. They deserve to be recognized and remembered, period.
It means a lot to the families of the fallen veterans that we have there. I mean, it just does. You could tell they come up to me and said, I never thought my son would have this kind of honor bestowed upon him. And that when you hear that, you realize what we're all struggling to do.
100%.
makes it all worth it, because to see the look on on their families and on their faces, that they're just so appreciative that somebody finally honored and realizes that their loss of their son meant someone to somebody.
Yep.
And
Complete
that's the whole
strangers,
purpose.
no less. Like
So
I can't wait for everyone to see it, Michael. I can't, because it is such a beautiful memorial. And Dan and Bill, thank you so much for everything you've done with that, because like I go there and I read the names and you can't not be moved. And that's, I think, why everyone's rallying around this. So
Bill, his son,
I know,
on the memorial. He's the first name that we actually put on the memorial. Am I correct, Bill?
Yes.
Yeah. So it has a lot of meaning to Bill, and Bill is responsible for everything on that memorial: the upkeep, the maintenance, the lighting, everything. If we have an issue there, Bill is our go-to guy. So Bill, thank you for all you do to ensure that that memorial is always represented.
It always looks beautiful.
That it should be. So thank you.
Yeah, and it's not just myself. We got a great team, with our volunteers and with our landscaping company and the state park. I got to give kudos to Celtic Landscaping, who takes care of the maintenance, lawn upkeep, and installed the lighting and the pavers for us. Dan Bell from the the park district for the state of Illinois. He's been a partner with us throughout everything we've done since we actually broke ground to build the memorial. I remember, putting up the flags, when we just broke ground and had the foundations. Right. Had several volunteers and a lot of the local community that helped donate to help us build the memorial. I mean, it was a tremendous outpouring from the community, and hopefully we're going to get the same with our fundraisers, so we can keep up this beautiful memorial.
Absolutely.
It means so much to these families. Um, Jen, is there anything else you want to add here?
No, I think we're good. Just
Then I'd
come
like
on
to,
out. It's going to be a great time, and
yeah,
you'll appreciate the gift that we have just by getting out there and running that day. You
yeah.
know,
I'd like to take a moment and talk about, for people that may watch and listen to the podcast, so they have an understanding of, number one, what that memorial represents. It represents all the veterans who lost that battle to PTSD and committed suicide. We have an amazing ceremony there. We have an honor guard there. We have a blessing of the memorial. We have dual taps played there. We call the families up one at a time to the memorial, present them with a rose that they place in front of their son's name at that specific memorial, a branch of service. Then they walk around to the memorial, and just stand there and just look at it in amazement that it's they're honoring their son. After we have all the families come up one at a time, to place that rose there, we at that time we call the families up. We have an honor guard march up to them, salute the entire family, and then we present each family with an American flag in a case. And for me, to see the look on their eyes when you present them their flag, they're, believe me, they're in tears. They
I saw
really
it.
are.
I got to see it. It's
Yeah,
an
it's
a
just an
beautiful thing.
amazing, it's an amazing ceremony that we try to make it as dignified as we can for those families. We want the families to know, and again, if there's one takeaway message that I leave when I give my little speech there, that if you don't leave with anything else, please walk away with the knowledge that these names that we're putting on this memorial, they
Mhm.
need to be recognized as true American heroes in every sense of the word. They paid the ultimate price for our freedom and for what we have today. So
Right.
if that's the only thing we could do, is let them walk away with that knowledge that these are heroes that we're here honoring, then we did what we are supposed to do, because those families need that acknowledgement. Hopefully it'll give them some closure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Mike.
I'm
That was
sorry to
one.
ramble.
Well, that was the biggest reason why I went back for the second year. I was there, what, 2 years ago?
Right.
Bill, 22, I think, was the first year I went there.
Yes.
It was very touching. I
Mhm.
stayed in the background, quiet. You know what I mean? Like I like to do. But it was just
Yeah, you're
absolutely
definitely in
phenomenal.
the back.
Well,
You're,
it's hard to keep me quiet, so somehow the memorial keeps me quiet and um,
it's a very
just
solemn
keeps
place.
everything in awe. You know.
No, it's a beautiful memorial, and when we added those pavers and that the lighting, bar none, hands down, when those lights are on at night, it just, oh my God, I can't even tell you. Even today, when I see that memorial lit up at night, and I just think of those names that are on that memorial, that that memorial is there to finally honor these brave veterans
Mhm.
who
Absolutely.
paid that ultimate price for us and stuff like that. So, I mean, we have a great team, you know, building that memorial, keeping that memorial going, making sure that again, it's everything that these families want to and expect from honoring their child on that memorial. So, God bless our entire team, for everybody, our directors, our volunteers, and everybody who just does everything they can to honor those families and honor those veterans.
It is, and the drone shot, the drone video that
Oh my God,
L13,
beautiful.
the lights were just coming on at the end of the drone video.
Right.
You could see the lights just coming on, and that was just absolutely incredible to see
Breathtaking.
the
It really
lights
is.
on.
I've
Uh,
seen a lot of memorials for a lot of different organizations and stuff. And I'm going to tell you, What, to this day, when I go to that memorial and I see it lit up at night, I am so proud that our team was able to accomplish, because it was no easy mission, believe me. Building that memorial, we went through hell and high water to get that done. But seeing the finished product, oh my God, how the families go there that have their son's name on that memorial, and they still call me to this day and tell me how grateful they are and how much it meant to them. I did a podcast with a lady last night, Bonnie Barrington, who husband committed suicide, took his life, and we added his name to the memorial. He was a Navy veteran, and I'm going to tell you, she goes there often and just sits there, and it brings her so much peace that that when I get calls like that or I hear from families like that, that's why I'm glad our group and our organization did what we did to build that memorial.
Absolutely.
So, well, I think Bill is going to come up next because Bill's going to talk. We've got another event planned coming up September 15th. Bill, you want to take over and give us the wherewithal on that?
You're talking September 15th. That's for the
Yeah,
that's
bike
for the
run.
dedication, right? The memorial dedication.
More, yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna have the 3 events this year. Obviously, starting with the 5K. Then in the summer, we're gonna do our second motorcycle run for the Forgotten Warrior Memorial, which we held last July. It was very successful. So we're planning on doing that again. So it'll be this year, July 20th, at the Forgotten Warrior Memorial. We have a lineup at 9 a.m. Kickstands go up at 11 a.m. We'll have some of our merchandise there for sale during the lineup, so you can buy shirts and other items that sponsor the Forgotten Warrior Memorial and Canines for Veterans. And then each rider that participates in a run gets a dog tag of one of the veterans' names that's on the memorial. So the intent is to ride in the motorcycle run, which is a 50-mile ride, and wearing the dog tag in their honor. So we're basically taking them with us for the ride to honor them. That's the intent for this motorcycle run. So it's a 50-mile run. We leave the memorial. Like I said, we kickstands up at 11 a.m. The ride leaves Shanahan, goes through Morris, out through Seneca, Illinois, wraps around from Seneca, and then comes through into Braidwood, Illinois. It's just a nice country ride, and everybody enjoyed it last year. And then we'll have an after party at the location in Braidwood called the Top Fuel Saloon, which I think a lot of people in the area know where it is. It's actually owned and operated by Freak, who's a local DJ that's been on Chicago radio for many years, and he's a huge supporter of veterans, first responders, and police. He's great with the veteran community, and him and his staff opened their arms to us last year, and it was a fantastic event.
We had a great ride.
We raffled motorcycles there at Top Fuel in the past for Canines for Veterans. It's been very successful, but he's always on board to help and support us. So it's not just a venue to go to; it's a veteran supported venue, and he's very kind to us. So bikers will pay $25. And there's a $10 fee for a rider if there's a rider on back. And this all includes, supporting the memorial, and includes your food at the after party. So there's no additional charge. There's a cash bar at the after party at Top Fuel, which, the ride is about an hour long. So we leave the memorial at 11 a.m. We should arrive at the venue at 12 noon, thereabouts. And then we're there enjoying the cooking burgers, dogs on the grill, chips. There's a cash bar. We're going to do a 50-50 raffle. We also have a DJ. They'll be playing music there. And everybody had a great time last year. And we're just hoping for a larger turnout this year. And I think that with more exposure, with the 5K and people knowing more about it. This is another venue that's good. And you don't have to just be a motorcycle enthusiast or a rider. We invite everyone to come out to this, okay? And if you're going to participate as a non-motorcycle rider, it's a $20 donation, and you can come to the lineup event. A lot of our volunteers don't ride motorcycles. They'll drive down to the venue and enjoy the after party. So everybody's welcome to this. Like I said, you don't have to be a motorcycle enthusiast, but if you do know people that ride and like to ride and want to participate in the run, then have them look us up online and contact us, and we'll have all the information on our websites for the Forgotten Warrior Memorial and Canines for Veterans. Also, just wanted to mention this briefly, that this whole thing with the memorial wouldn't have come about if it wasn't for our CEO, President Mike Tellerino. This memorial was his vision years ago, and he never gave up that vision. And he got volunteers like myself and many of our volunteers on the team, and even some members that are no longer with us that helped us along the way, including all the local community, veterans, and just like Jen and Hugo, have stepped in to help us and support us. We've had many people that have done that, but I just want to give my kudos to Mike and thank
you.
And the support that you've shown me and my family by getting my son's name on the memorial. It means the world to us, and gave us closure. And with that, I'd like to show you. This is my son.
Oh,
good looking man.
Joshua. He served the United States Army and served in Iraq. So
God bless him.
Come out to the run and enjoy the run in the summer, and please come out for our 5K in the spring. It's going to be a great event. I'm looking forward to it.
and you know what? Actually, can I just one quick thing? And Bill, you just kind of said it. So, Hugo, we've told about the shirts, right? Did we talk about the shirts on the podcast?
So the shirts. What do we have? No.
Can we? So we're hoping to
Yeah.
get the race T-shirts where you can actually write in whose name of the name of the person that you are running in memory or honor of. So, Bill, we're actually everyone's going to have Josh's name on their shirt for sure. So thank you, and sorry for your loss, but thank you for your service as well. And this is exactly why we are going to have the names on the shirts. Hugo thought of that. It's a great idea. And this way everyone's going to also see out on the trail who we're running in memory of.
That's a picture. That's a picture of the memorial with the pavers. I wish I had a nighttime picture of the memorial with the lights on, because I'm going to tell you, it's absolutely breathtaking. And one thing, Bill, thank you for the kind words and stuff, but I also want to thank Reggie Latuca, our vice president, co-founder, for putting up with me, because she's been
for sure. Thank you, Reg.
she has been behind me 101%. I sometimes I get a little crazy with things I want to do. I come up with a lot of great ideas, but she's the one that really makes them work. So, Reggie, thank you for what you did and what you keep doing for the memorial. You're an amazing lady. God bless you.
Absolutely.
Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for being on tonight, and hopefully this will generate some interest in having people come out to support. All proceeds of whatever we do, 100% goes to that memorial. Keep it going and keep honoring our veterans who lost that battle. So God bless you guys for all the heart. Hugo, Jen, I can't believe the things you're doing to make this event work. I mean, I'm so proud of you.
Hugo's the rock star of this situation. Trust me.
I'm proud of both of you. Believe me, you guys make a great team. Bill, again, thank you for keeping that memorial intact, making sure it's always presentable for the families that go there. Like I said, it's just an amazing gift that we can give to these families to let them have a place to go. And Dan, there's not even enough words I could say thank you for what you've done to I mean, to help honor our veterans. I mean, I don't, like I said, I can't even find the words to thank you enough for all you've given to us to make that memorial what it is today. So, God bless each and every one of you. Continue to do what you're doing to make this work. I'm sure you will. So, and with that, I'll say good night and
Good
thank
night,
you
Mike.
Hi
for,
guys.
for
Thank you.
thank you for being on the
Well,
podcast
see
tonight.
everyone.
God bless you guys.
Bless you. Bye
Thank you.
bye.
Bye.